Good evening, guys. Warm welcome to the program. In this series, we are going to see some important supply chain knowledge areas, and I keep going into various topics which may help you. If you are watching the live stream, you can always comment so that you can reach out to me for any doubts, clarification. This program is live streamed across all the social medias like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. If any one of you missed any previous session, you are also welcome to watch previous session in our YouTube channel. Today we are going to see important concept on retail supply chain management. Though traditionally the focus was on supply chain management in manufacturing organization, now the importance is going to retail sector, and the power is coming to the retail structure. Possibly it is shifted from manufacturing to retailing and distribution. Maybe in the coming future, more and more job opportunity will be there in retail sector. As of now, the retail supply chain management is a part of management programs in many colleges, universities. So the focus is more towards marketing and sales, maybe a little towards supply chain. But with that approach, the returns may be less. If we have a supply chain approach towards managing the retail sector, then the returns will be much better. That's what transformation is going to happen, whether it's in terms of merchandise planning or space planning or replenishment. The things will be changing dramatically in the coming years. So if you are prepared, you may get a better job. So let us go through our topic on retail supply chain management, what exactly it is and how it is different from traditional supply chain management. Allow me to attach my screen. So anyone of you watching live, if you need any doubts or clarification, you are always welcome to comment in whatever media you are watching. So before digging into the program, let me introduce myself. My name is Pattabhiraman. This is my Udemy profile. I have over 2000 candidates for the program in the last 2 months. And my LinkedIn profile is with the keyword supply chain master. You are welcome to connect or follow with me. As far as my profile is concerned, I am an engineer with management degree in general management as well as data science. I am nearly 2.5 decades working in this global organization. I have started in the planning function in Bosch and continued there for 15 years. The last 10 years in this global organization, I was heading end-to-end supply chain management. Currently, I am heading the organization as CEO for the current organization known as Thoughtware Training. Coming to the certification, these are all supply chain related certification. If you are in supply chain, you should be knowing the organization ASCM or APIX. Possibly this certification also doesn't focus much on the retail market as of now. I have not seen any globally recognized certification on retail supply chain management. Anyhow, if you are having a certification in traditional supply chain management, it will definitely add value when you enter a retail sector. As far as there is one more organization known as DDI. They also provide similar certification. I am also certified purchasing manager and project management professional apart from qualified in analytics. Our organization is 5 years old organization based in Bangalore. We provide both consulting and training in supply chain and allied domain. Coming to the supply chain management, when you take a traditional supply chain management, we are talking about the end-to-end management. Here, we are talking about converting the raw material to a finished product and then delivering it to the ultimate customer. When you come to the retail sector, it doesn't include the manufacturing. Here, the focus is the item is ready somewhere and that is getting arranged or bought into some of the warehouses, and then once order is received, it is distributed to the customer. So possibly you may have a different kind of challenges, but everything is a part of supply chain management. Here also the same objective is there. Merchandise is produced and distributed in right quantity to the right location and at the right time. So you should be remembering 7 hours of supply chain and logistic, which is also important in retail sector. Finally, minimization of system-wide cost while satisfying the service levels the customer require. This is one of the objective of inventory management. One is servicing the customer up to the required service level. Second is you have to do this service at a optimized inventory level. Okay. In the when we talk about retailing and distribution or retail supply chain management, we assume the product is ready from the manufacturer, and you may have various channels of distribution. It can be one level, two or three, four level, depending upon the complexity of product and the service level required for such a product. And when we even handle supply retail supply chain, the efficiency is very important because of strategic advantage, improved product availability, higher return on investment. Now the lead time comes into a major play in the retail sector. How fast you can deliver, not only online, offline. The how fast you can deliver is an important thing. Coming to the strategic advantages, the IT is also playing important tool in the form of real-time communication. Okay, the point of sales is communicated instantly to the next level in the channels of distribution, so that the planning of replenishment happens. Many of the supermarket or retail chain, they have a continuous replenishment based on the actual sales. Okay, you may see there are leaders who have been doing this kind of work. For example, Walmart success comes from both the information tools and supply chain management system, and they are very having a capable tools, and they have made a substantial investment in developing its IT system and the scale of economies. Also, through the experience and learning, changes were always made to improve the system. Improved product availability. So the stock out. When the customer wants some item, it should be present in the shelf. If the item is not available, then you are losing the customer apart from the cost of lost sales. So the retail supply chain management should ensure the product availability in the right quantity. Maybe you know the flow. When the order is placed, it goes to the stores, then the sales information goes to buyer or a planner, then vendor. Maybe possible all this flow happens in the system. If the material planning is organized in a perfect way, then there need to be no manual intervention in all that. Buyer alerts the vendor, then from the vendor it goes to the distribution center, finally to the customer. But the question is how fast this cycle can happen. A few years back, delivering an item when ordered online, 1 day, 2 day was a very quick delivery, but nowadays it becomes very luxury. Even customers are looking for delivery, if not same day, the next day delivery is becoming important. So this is where the information flow contributes to the better performance of retail supply chain. How these echelons of supply chain are connected, what kind of tools is available, what kind of replenishment is being planned, plays a major role in this. Of course, when it comes to data warehousing, is the coordinated and periodic copying of data from various sources, both inside and outside the enterprise, into the environment ready for analytical and informational processing. So, when thousands of transactions is happening on a real time, there need to be some intelligent system which is monitoring the progress and respond dynamically. Okay, this is where some knowledge about the analytical tool is also important. When it comes to physical flow of products or merchandise, here logistic plays a bigger role. The aspect logistic is an aspect of supply chain that refers to planning, implementation, and control of efficient flow and storage of goods and service and related information from the point of origin to the point of consumption to meet customers' requirement. When we talk about activities performed in the distribution, maybe these are the knowledge areas required. One is managing inbound transportation, receiving and checking merchandise. Maybe in the retail sector, you have the advantage of barcode and other data capture device, which may not be possible or available in the traditional supply chain. So here the accuracy level is expected is more, and the data capture devices supports that. Storing or cross-docking the merchandise, getting the merchandise floor ready, which means doing ticketing, marketing, putting on the hanger. All these are additional activity in the retail environment. Preparing to ship merchandise to a store and also managing the outbound transportation. Advantage of using distribution is more accurate sales forecasts are possible when retailers combine forecasts for many stores serviced by one distributor, which may not be possible all the time, but it helps. Okay. Many of the organization in the retail sector, they also outsource the logistic because they need to focus on their core competencies. Someone outside the organization may be specializing in transportation or logistics, so it is always preferable to outsource them. Accordingly, retailers consider outsourcing logistical function if those functions can be performed better or less expensively by third-party logistic companies. Generally, transportation and warehousing are considered for outsourcing. Sometimes even freight forwarding and some 4PL or 5PL are there who can integrate with e-commerce platform. Push and pull supply chain also comes into picture in retail environment like in manufacturing environment. Pull is based on the order. You have to manufacture and supply, but in the retail environment, everything is based on a make to stock environment. So there is items comes to the warehouses by push mechanism. From there, the item is pulled from the respective warehouse by after placement of order. So there is a push-pull mechanism working in retail sector also, which will help get merchandise faster and thus used in perishable goods. Helps the retailer's image of being first to sell the latest products or the fates. Some vendors provide direct store delivery for retailer to ensure that their product reaches the customer first. Coming to reverse logistics plays a major role in retail supply chain management, unlike the traditional supply chain, because when in the retail sector, especially online mechanisms, if you take Amazon, nearly 30 to 40% of products are returned. So reverse logistic has to be designed and executed so that the cost of reverse logistic operation can also be minimized. And also there are some form of a catalog sales which is not so much popular. Now everything is based on the internet. When you log into any e-commerce site, you have the items shown displayed, for which the stock is available. Once the order is placed, you will locate which is the nearest warehouse which is having this item near to the customer and ship the item. Coming to one more important thing which is not peculiar in traditional supply chain is a drop shipping. Here, possibly the organization may not touch the product. When the order is received, the item will be shipped directly to the customer from the vendor. Maybe if you observe where Amazon is doing for some of the item, but not all the item. Initially, Amazon also wanted like that. They wanted everything to be drop shipped, but they were having even vendors who were not able to fulfill the promise of Amazon. That's why now Amazon is going for large scale warehousing. They are getting from the vendors and storing the item inside their warehouse. Possibly they are operating some form of a vendor managed inventory or consignment inventory to reduce the inventory cost, but at the same time increase the availability of material. So, there is a great amount of collaboration between the vendors in the organization in the supply chain. There is a concept we call Bullwhip Effect, which can be avoided if there is a closer concept coordination between the vendors and the retailers. What causes the bullwhip effect is delays in transmitting order and receiving merchandise. Possibly here it is all sequential communication. If it is there, then it will result in bullwhip effect. Now, the success of retail organization is based on some of the collaboration tools we were seeing earlier. Using EDI was one of the thing earlier. Now everything is electronic, so specifically you don't need VMI tool. Next one is sharing information to reduce needed for backup inventory, improve sales forecast and production efficiency. We have this tool called vendor managed inventory where the vendor is going to manage the inventory, especially for low value item. And for many times it will be under the ownership of the vendor till it is consumed or built. Such type of inventory is known as consignment inventory. And there is a better form of forecasting which is called CPFR, collaborative planning forecasting and replenishment. And as we were talking, there are various data capture devices being used in especially e-commerce platform and retail environment to increase the accuracy of operation and also the speed of operation. But the same cannot be applied in Tito for traditional manufacturing areas due to a lot of technological issue, because in the retail environment you are going to get everything packed, and you have either barcode or RFID applicable. So you may see the inventory accuracy in retail environment is very high, maybe close to 100%, but it may not be possible in the traditional supply chain. So impediments to adopting RFID, possibly the cost is more, but still major e-commerce platform are pushing their vendor to provide at a to supply their product with using RFID. So this is a small portion of a retail supply chain management. Just to give an idea, we have a program on retail supply chain management for several hours, maybe 8 to 10 hours. If you are interested, you can visit our site. This is a self-paced program available in our site. Apart from this, we also have a lot of live program, and specifically supply chain analytics is a world renowned program with participants across the world. You can reach out to me or our executive using this WhatsApp number. Okay, if you have any questions, doubts, clarification, you are always welcome to reach out in this number. and whatever videos I am doing is stored in our YouTube channel. The link is available in one of the comments. You can reach to our channel and subscribe to see all previous recorded videos in the channel. So those who are watching live, if you have any questions, you are welcome to comment whatever may be the video. Even if you are not online and watching this program after some time, you are also welcome to reach to us by commenting in any of the video link. Apart from our main training program, we also provide career guidance to the people who are looking for career growth or finding a new job. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. We will see you in the next program. Bye.